Essay topic: Careers open to a young man in India. Points: Diversity of careers in modern India. The armed forces, the technical lines, the commercial lines, the public services, cinema and sports. The situation today. We live in a highly complicated as well as organized society. Its ever increasing needs can only be met by expert or specialized knowledge. The specialist is in very great demand today and has rare opportunities for self advancement. This has created a variety of new openings for our young men and women. Formerly, a clerk was a sort of general assistant who was useful for all types of office work. Now, there is the stenographer, the typist, the accountant, the comptometrist, etc. In a factory, there is the latheman, the mechanic, the electrician, and the technical experts. There was a time, not so long ago, when a college lecturer could take classes in two or three subjects. Now, such a state of things is unthinkable. Thus, the modern young man has a range of choice which his father could not dream of. The engineer, the administrative officer, and the clerk. These were all the professions which were open to our fathers. Today, each one of these has a number of subordinate departments offering one a variety of specialized professions to choose from. A lawyer can specialize in income tax or sales tax or company law or labor dispute as he may be interested in. Even a clerk can create an impression if he has spatial knowledge on correspondence or accounts or marketing. Apart from these white tie jobs confined to the officers, a young Indian today can, if he is bold and adventurous, turn to the armed forces for a career. He can join the army, the navy, or the air forces. He can qualify to be an officer or an engineer. The need of military personnel to take over the duties formerly monopolized by European officers is perennial, and centers for military training are always on the lookout for right type of men. The universities provide opportunities through various training courses that function under their auspices. Or if he has a mechanical aptitude, he can train himself to be a technologist. Modern India has set up a large number of centers for training, teaching the technical sciences. An Indian can be an expert in jute technology or in ceramics in the different branches of electrical or chemical engineering. in railways, aeronautical, or motor engineering. This is a rush in our colleges for admission to the sciences classes where one gets the basic education that entitles one to go up to the technological institutes. During the last 10 years, a large number of these institutes have been opened by the government all over the country. The number is increasing, for which the programs for rapid industrialization before us, the demand is always growing. Another wide range of selection is open to our commerce graduates. They can go up for higher accountancy and auditing, banking and insurance, cost accountancy and statistics. Each of these departments needs the services of trained experts. Our young men can qualify for the various examination conducted by institutes of accountancy, banking, insurance, etc. This explains why economics, the basic science for all these subjects, is the option of such a large number of students today. The public services attract the most brilliant young men of our universities. Today, for most of these services, recruitment is undertaken through the public service commissions and usually on the basis of competitive examination. From the post of office assistant to the superior administrative officer, there is a wide field of choice, and candidates are always needed to compete for this. Music and theatricals have always been professions that afforded opportunities of earning something more than mere livelihood to the talented few. But with the invention and improvement of photography, sound synchronization, and other technical devices, fresh openings have offered themselves to young men and women. There is another department, that is sports, in which professionalism is beginning to offer opportunities for a career. In spite of the unreasonable opposition of some, professionalism in sports will soon be offering a respectable livelihood to many robust young men. Teaching, though financially not so attractive, continues to be popular. From the humble teacher in basic schools to the learned lecturer at the university, a teacher always feels or should feel that he is building the nation. If there is less money in the profession, there is more inspiration. He also, there is greater scope for those who have taken special training in the art. A new line is opening up, the diplomatic line. The country needs ambassadors and representatives in the international sphere. Apart from the national diplomatic services, the UNO provides attractive scope for talented young men and women. A recent development is the increasing opportunities that women now have for useful occupations. Not only are they accepted and welcomed as teachers and nurses, but they are finding employment in the offices in the increasing number. We have women lawyers and journalists, women in the political and diplomatic fields. Recently, we have had women as vice chancellors and as judge of a high court, Supreme Court. Here, our country is marching ahead of some of the most advanced nations of the West. It is true that some professions which used to be remunerative in the past have ceased to be so. Thus, priesthood is gradually ceasing to be attractive. Landlordism and money lending also are soon going to be relics of past, though others which ought to have gone out seem to be putting forth a new lease of life. Example, the profession of the astrologer or the religious gurus. These will, of course, die out as they have done in the West with the spread of education and the growth of rationalism, and men cease to believe in magic and but for each profession that has died out or is about to do so, hundreds of new openings are being created, so that on the whole we can say that the young people of today are very much more happily placed than those belonging to a past generation. This is one of the tangible fruits of independence that we enjoy. Thank you.